So, okay, so thank you so much for granting me this interview. We are being recorded, just so you know. So, I'd like to share some of the amazing work that you have been doing. And so, would you give a little bit about yourself, your background, your institution, and then talk a little bit about some new initiatives? I can ask you a few questions once you get started. And then what is next? What is next needed in the future? So those are the three areas we're going to cover in the short time we have together. I'm going to say my name, for the viewers the coming viewers who may not know, my name is Joanne Rowe. I'm a retired dean and educator, lifelong educator, and I'm so fascinated by the work that's being done by the women in Pakistan. We have a Pakistani woman economist with us. So I'll let her tell a little bit more about herself and her institution and some of the work that she's doing. So can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Hafsa Batool, and I'm working as a lecturer at Lahore College, Women University since more than last 18 years. And my PhD is in women empowerment and sustainable development. My master thesis was also related with the women empowerment and sustainable development. I have several research papers on the women empowerment. I have several gold medals in my academic career. I have lifetime achievement award for working for women practically in the rural areas. I got 2 years before I got the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I love to work for the women, and I idealize you. You are my mentor. So I see that you are an economist and working for the women entrepreneur. Just I designed my recent project that was related to sustainable rural women entrepreneurs models, that based on the supply chain integration and capacity building model. I actually started to do that by inspiring you.
Oh, thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about some of the work in detail, a little bit more about how women empowerment has worked in your work, the work that you're working on.
Yeah,
I
actually, basically, yeah, yes, actually, you have empowered me. I think that by realizing our own hidden potentials and by utilizing these potentials is the empowerment. This is not anything that will give us that this is your empowerment and take it, eat it, or got it. I think this is actually the realization of our hidden potentials and utilizing them and availability of the opportunity structure. And actually, your guidelines and your inspirations has given me motivation to utilize my potentials for the other women who are marginalized, who are deprived in the rural areas or in some other areas, who are skilled, but they are unable to get the connection with the markets. They are unable to raise the voices. They are unable, they have not the consciousness, or they have not the aware about the importance of their own selves. So when I meet with you I think last year or 2 years before in Islamabad, when you joined our conference, and your dedication, your work, and you were so focused and so clear about your goals, motivations, and all these things really give me inspiration. Then I started to work in the rural areas for those women who are not the part of the actually part of the society. They are the part of society, but actually not productive part of society. So I try to make them the productive and give them the courage that you can do something. Like I identified 25 females now recently. I got the information who have the embroidery skills. They can utilize their skills professionally by just we just provided them the digital skills, social media handling, and preparing their business page and how they can do their business online. So with the help of the organization, I provided the list of those females to that organization, and they actually trained them the 3 to 4 days training. And after that, they are able to make their own business page, and they are understanding that how can they reach the markets through the online, and they can expand the market of their products, and they can better work, can maximize, or can more earn more economic gains can be increased. And recently in a rural area, like Faruka, I personally visited those areas. The women have great skills of handicrafts and the embroidery skills and lehengas and traditional dresses. So I also requested to some organizations for their capacity building and for their connectivity with the market. And recently, I connected with the Cambridge University professor in making a project. I actually submitted in my HEC, Higher Education Commission. Maybe it will be approved or not. It's up to what happens, but I submitted it. I want a sustainable model that we not only trained or give the capacity building to the women, that they are need. We identify the gray areas and we find that the skills they need in, and then we the market connectivity is the main issue in Pakistan. Females are able to do things, but they are not connected. Actually, the market they are doing at their own levels, but they are unable to find the market connections. So in supply chain development and integration of the supply chain in the market is actually very much important here, and this is the lacking part. And other ongoing project that I'm working on, that this environmental friendly practices to create the awareness among the women about environmental practices, and some things, some products like ballet, which is produced by the waste of the environment that is used to burn the stove, that can be burned for the long time, and some other so things. I have involved some peoples from the biochemistry, energy, renewable energy side, and a professor from the environment side, that please cooperate with me to train the women about the sustainable and environmental friendly practices. I mean, that will be usable in the future, and we will also be able to uh, mm, train the women that in the future by this renewable energy sources, and in the AI era, how they can actually improve their capabilities. So just this is my passion, but actually I have no a specific forum where I can connect myself. This is my passion. By you are my mentor. I just see that I have to do bus, but not any specific organization where I'm performing. I'm just working by on myself. Just connect the women with this organization, or just connect the women with that organization, or just get the services requests from them. Please, these are in need of that. Please help them. So I'm just recently I'm doing this, but in future I wish that maybe I will make any institution. Maybe I will make any organization or firm that will work for free. Actually, this is also issue in our country, that NGOs registration is another issue, and I avoid that because basically I personally spend on the women. I don't get any monetary advantage from all these services, and I'm also not have the intention to make it my earning profession. I just want that each and every woman should become the part of the development. This is my dream.
Wow. What a big goal and what a big heart. Thank you so much for sharing with us some of the wonderful work that you have done on your own without support, without financial support for sure, helping 25 women find markets in the rural area. That is huge. If we could somehow empower more women in the rural areas to have businesses and markets, even the online market now, but they have to have the access to the infrastructure as well so that they can access those markets. But it's wonderful work that you're doing, taking your time and your efforts to help empower other women, as well as your students, the students you're working with. You haven't talked to us about some of the work that you're doing in your classroom. Tell us a little bit about some of the classes and some of the work that you're doing there, just so we have a context for how much additional you've taken on.
Okay. You're talking about my students, that they are the part of my effort or not? Actually.
Yes, your students are
Yeah.
part of
Oh,
the, okay. Tell us a little bit about some of your students.
No, actually, students are not the part of my this effort till now. I arrange, actually, I am a public sector university where our students mostly belong to very poor families. So
Ah,
I still arrange the financial assistance for my students. Mostly my target every year, I make the target like 50 students or 100 students, and with the connection of the several organizations, I arrange their fee so that the females can continue the education. And still students are not the part of my this effort. I work through the chambers, like
o-
Sargoda Chamber of Commerce and Sargoda Women Chamber of Commerce and Industry coordinates with me, sports with me, in provide the forum that is near to rural areas to provide them the trainings. And in Lahore Women Chamber of Commerce and Industry supports me. In Federation of Pakistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I am the member of Women Capacity Building and Advocacy Committee. So I served from that forum, that women capacity building and advocacy forum. And recently, I just came back from that forum, that I gauge the areas that which the women entrepreneurs lacks. They want that they have the potential and they want to do something. So what can I do? How can I provide them the connectivity with the different forums from from networking? I connect them just to do this. So actually, I belong to a rural area and I got so much challenges to get my education, to continue my education. So along with my three kids, this was a challenge for me. So since that I have completed my education and started my career, I thought that I will become facilitating person for the others. I will try my best to facilitate the other women who are facing the challenges like me. So that's why I decided to do that.
excellent. But I mean, I can say that you are an excellent networker. I met you at the conference. We stayed in contact. I admire some of the work that you're doing, and I so thank you for sharing it during this one. It is actually globally Women's History Month, and so to talk about someone in Pakistan who had a hard experience in the rural area, who became a lecturer, finished a doctorate in economics, has three kids, and is still helping other women fabulous. It is absolutely fabulous. So we've talked a little bit about the background, the initiatives. Is there anything else you would like to share with anyone who would be seeing this interview? Do you have anything else you would
Yeah,
like to share?
actually, yeah, you are only one person whom I'm in contact. I met in the conference because I was inspired and I was so happy with you. You are so humble approach and you are so much capable, written so many books and dean and so many duties, and you are serving the people. And you have so humanitarian and loving approach and inclusive approach that you even give me the chance. You met me single time and you give me the chance to share my insights with you. I'm really so much happy that that you are so lovely and pleasant personality. I always remember you in so many good words and idealize you to serve the women. And I wish that in future, if we work together on any women project, in if the women in our rural areas want to do something, and if I made a project and you can evaluate or can give the better feedback, or we will be able to get any the forum where we can perform that project, and we can do so I can become the part of your forum, that I can do work on your forum under your supervision. I love to do it.
Okay. Well, thank you for those high praise compliments. I wasn't expecting it, but thank you anyway. So I'm going to end the recorded part of our interview, but thank you so much and continue to do all the great work that you're doing for the women and all the others that you're serving. It's fabulous that you've given this much of your career, your energy, your time, your focus to helping others. It is wonderful, and I want to commend you. Keep up the good work. And with that, I just want to thank you again, and I did thank you, but I want to say that technology is fabulous. It's just unbelievable. I'm in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, headed to Spain, and I will just say it, Princess Sun Cruise Line has bandwidth that we could do a Zoom call on ship. And I was thinking I would have to wait until I got back. But then once I started testing the technology, it's like, well, if you can do it on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, I can do it too because the technology is there. So I am very appreciative that we live in a time where we can do our work, whatever that work is, anywhere, anytime, if we just have the technology. And so with that, I will finally end this
Mm.
broadcast.